We are live for the entirety of today's show from the home of the Durham Bulls, Durham Bulls Athletic Park. It is their home opener tonight as they take on the Sugarland Space Cowboys. As I was just talking about with Mike Birling, the VP of Baseball Operations for the Bulls, interleague play, which is pretty unusual. So we don't get to see the Space Cowboys often, but they are the opponent for the home opener today. And Mike, actually, this is part of like the deal with you is, you know, the history, man. You're right. We don't get interleague play that often, and you know, outside of the national championship, and you have the facts. I saw on your social media, 30th year of Durham Bulls Athletic Park. If I did my math correct, you've been with the Bulls for about 27 of those 30 years.
Yep.
Give us some of the good memories. Like, what are the highlights when it comes to like this place being the background for some of your baseball memories?
Oh my gosh, there's so many great memories here, and not only. Just think of the championships. That's where immediately my head goes to have
a whole bunch of them.
To have 8 rings is pretty special, and you look at the different players that have come through here, the different managers, still close with Charlie Montoyo and Bill Evers and some of the legendary managers we've had. You look at the players from Blake Snell, Evan Longoria, David Bryce, just go on, and you can tell why the Bulls have been so successful. And then you just look at what this place looked like in 1998 versus what Durham looks like
as like the city around it. Absolutely.
And what's happened to American tobacco. And then, honestly, this is what stadiums can do for markets. And I think what, even though there was a lot of controversy 30 years ago about whether the stadium should be built or not, our own company with Jim Goodman trying to move the Bulls to the more towards the airport. And I think now you look back 30 years later, and everybody supported the stadium. This is the greatest thing of all time, and we're just happy from our standpoint that we're able to develop a community asset that for the Triangle that we get people to come out and create some memories.
It's like 10 years after a great game, like 400,000 people were there watching
right.
it. It's like the stadium isn't that big, but everybody was there, huh? Mike Birling, VP of Baseball Operations for the Durham Bulls, joining us here in the home of the Bulls. The other thing is 27 years. It means 27 opening days.
Yeah.
What does opening day kind of mean to you? What are the things you look forward to about the home opener?
Yeah, for me, it's funny because even now we have so many of our fans that just think that the season ends and then we just go away for 6 months and comes back.
How nice is it to have such an off season?
Right.
It's like elementary school.
Yeah,
enjoy summer break.
Exactly. So for me, it's all the work that our staff put in to be able to see it on opening day, all come to fruition. We all have a chance to win championships. There's just something about baseball and starting out and opening day, and it's the spring is coming, summer's coming. It's just kind of the everything about opening day, from flyovers to the simple as the bunting, just gets me excited here this many years later.
Championships are fantastic, but I think the second part of your answer of your memories is the thing that I love most about minor league baseball, which is seeing the stars like right before they explode. Yep. Right? You talk about Blake Snell, you talk about Longoria. These are guys that are $100+ million players, and seeing them as a minor leaguer is something that one of my favorite things to ask people. It's like, who have you seen before they were them? And last year we sat here, similar opening day interview. And we were talking about Junior Caminero, and at the time, I believe he was the 3rd prospect in all of baseball. Carson Williams, kind of that guy this year, top 10 prospect in all of baseball, shortstop. Do you feel the same buzz as you have for some of the other greats that have passed through here?
Yeah, Carson he's the real deal. He still definitely has some work to do, and that's why he's here. Junior he was just kind of next level bat speed, the way he can hit. The one that I think our fans are really going to be excited about is not only Carson, but Chandler Simpson. He is like next level fast. You can't even comprehend. There's they rate players on an 80 scale, and very rarely does a person get on the 80, and he's 80. And he can, in fact, one of our games in Norfolk, walked on 4 pitches, so stole first to second, next pitch second to third. They overthrew it. He scored. That's the kind of impact.
That's a little league home run.
Exactly. And he's really fun to watch, and we have a lot of talent. This is our first home game. We've already lost 2 of our players. One of them, Jake Mangum, went 4 for 4 with the Rays yesterday. Cameron Meisner hit a walk-off on opening day. So the Bulls are set up to win this year.
Mike Birling, VP of Baseball Operations for the Durham Bulls, connecting with us here at Durham Bulls Athletic Park. You know he's fast because the Rays as a system are known so much for their analytics, and we all watch Moneyball, right? I pay you to get on first, not get thrown out on second. So the fact that the Rays let him run, he must be like the fastest dude on the planet.
Yeah, and the fun part is we were down at spring training for the prospect showcase that they have, and there's two more coming up that aren't quite as fast as Chandler, but have that kind of speed. And that's how the Rays need to win. It's defense, it's winning, it's defense, speed, and pitching. And that's how they've kind of built this over the last decade or so. And they're going to keep doing that at all our different levels. And hopefully that moves up to the big leagues.
The other side of the Durham Bulls, and it's part of the reason I've got a 4-year-old son, just turned 4. The full and whole entertainment process, right? It's not just sitting here and baseball nerding out, although it can be if you want it that way. There's also everything else. This is just something that I've been asked about multiple times, and you being on the inside of baseball and inside of running events would know more. I don't know if you saw this. Coastal Carolina is going full free concession stands. Where if you get a ticket, you can just walk up, I guess, and say, I would like food, and they give it to you. Does that blow your mind as much as it's blowing everybody else's mind on how they're going to pull that off?
Yes. So we have a text thread with a bunch of GMs around minor league baseball, and that was the talk of last night. Is what are they doing? How are they doing this? This is crazy. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know if there's a donor that's throwing a bunch of money to try to get the football program to get better. We could never do that. Okay. As much as I wish,
right.
In fact, Thursdays we have $1 hot dogs and all that
soft
fun
asked
stuff.
it, everybody.
So, right.
We got the answer we were looking for.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Dollar Dogs, though, you do all the promotions, and you have some stuff going on now. It's fireworks tonight and tomorrow.
Yep.
There's a Bark in the Park coming up soon. How important is it to kind of get that full experience for a Durham Bulls fan?
Yeah, that's what I love about the Bulls, because we do believe the baseball is important. We're not going to be like a lot of minor league teams that just it's whatever crazy promotion you can come up with. We truly do think the baseball is something worth coming to, but we're also a minor league team that loves to do promotions, and we're always going to do promotions. We're always going to do because we want to attract. We get it. Even though baseball games are faster now a little bit with the pitch clock, most people do not have the attention.
Robo-umps, they're working. They're right. Making it faster.
We're definitely trying. So we understand that, when you bring your kid out, he's not going to want to sit and watch baseball for 9 innings. So we love the Bark in the Parks. We love the concession promotions. We love fire. Everyone loves fireworks. We got lots of great promotions from Star Wars to Stranger Things to you name it. We're going to be doing it and we have tons of new toys here with our tech project that I'm sure if you want to talk about. But there's a lot of cool things that are coming at the ballpark. Whether this is your first time or you're coming back, you're going to be like, wow, look at all this new stuff.
Mike Birling, VP of Baseball Operations, not in radio, but should be. That's what we call a tease. Give us the tech project. What does when you say it like that, everybody goes, what could that possibly mean in a baseball park?
Well, the show is really important to us, and we have a great relationship with the city of Durham. So we sat down and said, okay, our last renovation was really player-driven with all the new requirements for Major League Baseball. We needed a fan-driven project. So we have new LED field lights, you see. So now we can do the shows after home runs and wins. You light the, you do different lights tied to music. We have over 5,000 square feet of new video boards that we can do. We're going to have a lot of the analytics, but we're also going to use it from a promotional standpoint. We have a brand new sound system. I know our fans have complained about our sound system forever. They're really going to enjoy our new sound system. So I think when you come here, you're going to see a lot of new things, and it's going to be put on a new show for the fans.
See, part of me thought when you said tech project, it was going to be a new shape of the baseball bat that was technology driven, and it was going to lead to all of the home runs, because apparently the Yankees figured that out. Should we expect torpedo bats here in Durham anytime soon?
It's fun. You mentioned Caminero. He actually was trying it over spring training. It's funny. So many people are texting me about that, and my response is, "Are you sure it's not just the Brewer pitching, and not the?" So I'm from Wisconsin.
Zing.
I'm from Wisconsin, so I can zing my Brewers. But yeah, I think this was a little bit overboard, but it'll be interesting to see. It's kind of fun and neat, and we'll see we'll see if any make their way down to AAA.
I was like, if you play golf, you know that if you play with your buddy and he has a new driver and he's out driving you, the first thing you're doing is going, what is that? The Titleist? Give me the specs. Let me try yours. If I see a team I imagine it will spread, at least in the batting cages. It'll be in Durham pretty shortly.
Yeah, without a doubt. In fact, I'm surprised if we don't have one already, because you're right. Everyone's saying the Yankees are geniuses. They figure this out. Everybody's been looking at this at spring training. So it'll be interesting to see, does this really have an impact? And if it does, that's good for the game because we need more offense.
Mike Birling, VP of Baseball Operations for the Durham Bulls, your pitching staff, which is like, hey, easy.
Right.
Before we let you go, sports in Durham, Bull City, are you all in on Duke in the Final Four? It's obviously your focus is here, but as a fan, do you get into that?
Yeah, absolutely, we get into that, and I don't see anybody being able to beat Duke.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're
tough. They're tough. Cooper's good.
He's very good. Can he swing a bat? Let's get
well,
be a big strike zone.
We'll get him out here, and we'll see if he can swing the bat.
Be a very large strike zone. Mike, we appreciate you as always. Thank you for having us out here.
Absolutely.
And good luck this season. Long season ahead.